Hey everyone, I'm Mark Sievers, and today I'm showing you my 12 essential kitchen tools for savory cooking. So I believe that having a kitchen filled with just exactly what is necessary is efficient and actually makes cooking simpler. So my kitchen has, of course, more than 12 things, and yours probably does too. But these are my top things that I use almost daily. So let's get started. So of course, you can't cook without a cutting board. So this is a great big wooden cutting board. I love it because, of course, it's a cutting board, but it also serves as a great cheese board, a great serving board, and because it is so large and nice and thick, this is, I think, is about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. I use one side to cut things that are savory, and I use the other side to cut things like fruits or chocolate or things like that, so that those aromatics don't bleed together. So this is something too that if you really take care of it, you oil it, you clean it properly, it really will last you a long time. And it's just pretty. So pretty things in the kitchen make me smile. So of course, from a cutting board, we go to a knife. So tons of options of knives out there. I like a Santoku 6.5 chef's knife. I love this particular size because it's great for my hand. I think for an everyday knife, this is the one I use the most. And it's easy to maneuver. It's not very heavy, but it has a good weight to it. And it always stays sharp. I sharpen my knives every couple months, just with a honing steel. But this really does make my cooking process in the kitchen much, much simpler and safer. So we go from a knife to spatulas. So if you've not seen these fabulous one-piece silicone spatulas, you have to get out there and look for them because I love them. They're dishwasher safe. It's one piece of molded silicone and it doesn't collect any bacteria in between the handle and the head of the spatula. Don't look at yours at home, throw them away, find these, you'll be much, much happier. And then we're going to wooden spoons. So again, these are these fabulous, durable beechwood spoons from France. I love them so much. I actually kind of collect them. I have tons of them. And I actually give them as gifts to people who are just moving into a new house or an apartment. And people love them too. What I love about this particular design is that they have a nice, sturdy handle, nice and thick. So as a kid, the baking drawer was filled with spoons that were cracked in half or bent, or there was a random piece of a handle, but the spoon part was missing. Not conducive to cooking or baking. These are nice and durable that you can really stir things with them. And for these, I actually hand wash them, hand dry them, and then let them air dry completely. That prevents them from cracking. And the more you use them, the more kind of patina and aged they are. And that, I just love that so much. Then a spatula. So I love this spatula. It has a nice big kind of flat base. It's nice and long, so I can really get under those big giant pancakes or turning corn and avocado cakes. That recipe will be available very soon. And I love this spatula because it is nice and durable. So tossing roasted vegetables. And of course, to toss vegetables, you need a great half sheet pan. So half sheet pan that I use the most is these ones from a restaurant supply store. They're nice and durable and thick. They're not coated with a non-stick coating, so it doesn't affect the cooking temperature and time of things. If I want a non-stick surface, like say for cookies, I just put down a piece of parchment paper and that gives me instant non-stick surface. I love these pans because they can stack in your kitchen and I use them for everything. Cookies, brownies, sheet cakes, roasting vegetables, or even just a tray to get organized in the kitchen if I'm doing maybe one certain, say I'm peeling vegetables over on that side of the kitchen or on the island. I'll put everything I need on this side so I can put the bowls and other things on here and just carry it through the kitchen. These are great. I use them at least every day. And I have about 5 or 6 of them in a stack. And that way there, as I'm doing things with them, I always have a fresh one ready to go. So now we're going to move on to the stovetop. So this is a 3.5 quart saucepan. I use this size the most. This is great for kind of that everyday cooking. If I'm going to make pasta for Ryan and I'll use this to boil the pasta in versus a big stock pot. This is great for heating up soups or leftovers, and 3.5 quart should be good for an everyday family of 4, family of 6. That's a great pan. And then of course we need a saute pan. So I love saute pans 10, 12 inches, nice big flat surface so I can do all kinds of sauteing vegetables and everything in there. And I like saute pans that don't have handles. I have 4 burners, so when I'm cooking, and if I have 2 or 3 pans going, I don't necessarily want handles getting in my way. So this one just has these great little ears on it, which is great for gripping with a pot holder. And these can go in and out of the oven too, so I love that. Of course, we need colanders. So I love nesting colanders, again, because they're great space savers, and they can go in the dishwasher. I love these because they do have a little lip here, which makes it easy for me to grab onto. So after I strain the pasta, I can put it directly into the saute pan that maybe has my marinara sauce in it, and then toss it all together. So these are great just for the kind of design-wise of that nesting. Of course, we need a vegetable peeler. So for all of the vegetables that we're roasting. So this vegetable peeler is just this really inexpensive one from online. It's a plastic handle, but it has a really sharp stainless steel blade. And it makes quick work of even a butternut squash, which if you peeled one at home, you can kind of rustle sometimes, or carrots or apples or whatever you need a vegetable peeler for. I just love these. They're inexpensive and they just work. So that's my favorite vegetable peeler in the entire world. And of course, a stock pot. So when we're not using the 3.5 quart saucepan for certain things, I can make big batches of saffron and matzo ball soup, which happens to be in my first book. I can do big batches of fresh pasta. I can make homemade vegetable stock if I need to. And of course, lots and lots and lots of fresh sweet corn. And then probably my most favorite kitchen tool ever is this beautiful Dutch oven. So Dutch ovens, I think, yes, they're very heavy, and yes, they are expensive. But if you really invest in a quality cast iron Dutch oven and you take care of it, it will last you a lifetime. And what I love about this is I can make soups, sauces, stews. I've even made bread in mine. And comes in, of course, a variety of colors. And so, you know, orange, this is called Flame. And this is like the original color that Julia Child used to use in France. So I think that's kind of fun. You know, you can also check online auction sites for ones. Sometimes you'll find ones that maybe have a little chip in the enamel. But if you're on a budget, that's a great way to get a quality piece of cookware into your home. Head over to marcsievers.com for more ideas about kitchen tips and tricks. And of course, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. So this is a great cast iron, no. So this is a great